Be with you, the Force may, says Yoda. It's May the 4th, and happy Star Wars celebrations to all my fellow Star Warriors from Advitya and myself, Aradhya Akshat. So, I just want to share how much I love the latest things that are coming out of the Star Wars extended universe. In fact, The Bad Batch is one of the best animated series uh, right now for me because they are a bunch of clone troopers who refused to follow Order 66, which was the order to kill all the Jedi, and they protect a little girl, a special girl called Omega. And well, I got my special little girl right here as well, so I relate to that on a whole new level. The third season just came out, and I haven't recorded a video of it, but I did record lots of reaction videos to The Mandalorian. In fact, we recorded them, and Advitya was a very necessary part of that. So you can check out my Mando videos, but I would say Dr. Darth Vader also sends his wishes to you, and well, what does Star Wars tell us? That good always wins over evil, right? And I guess that's a very nice underlying theme to have in such a space opera, such a saga. And the second thing that I love about it is that it ignites imagination in children's and adults' minds alike. I mean, never let the child in you, you know, get toned down because of external circumstances. And that brings me to my fall saber, lightsaber. You want to hold it? Actually, it's just an extendable back scratcher, but that's all right. I'm doing this all for comedy and for Advitya to watch when she grows up, to know how much fun we had, at least how much fun I had. She will be the better judge of how much fun she had when she grows up. Okay, so Star Wars Day, May the 4th, and well, there is not much else left to say. I'll keep this video short because I don't want to make her uncomfortable as much as she might get. Although she seems pretty relaxed in hearing my voice, and I guess she has a natural flair for the camera, which is always nice to have in these times. Well, that's it, I guess. I wish you all a happy Star Wars Day, and like I said at the beginning, or like Master Yoda said, with you the Force may be. Alright, so that's it, goodbye. Oh, and also, I mean, how could I forget? Okay, this is gonna go on for some time now because I've found a new train of thought, or rather remembered what I was going to talk about. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip my hourglass, which is about 5 minutes time, and that will give me an idea of how long I have been ranting and how long I have been keeping Advitya more and more awake. Huh? Your romper is coming, is a little big for you. It's coming off your shoulders. Okay, so what I was going to talk about after the Bad Batch and Mando was Ahsoka, which is the series that is coming up, and Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka Tano. It's gonna be awesome, Max. I mean, I have high expectations, and it's always nice to see a strong female lead character dual lightsaber her way through the galaxy. And she was introduced in season 2 of The Mandalorian, or was it season 1? Oh, it was season 1, in fact. Yeah. So that was a great spin-off again. And I think Star Wars Visions is another animated series that is already out, so I will be checking that out and posting my reviews. Stay tuned for that. And on that note, smash that sub button for Awesome Fun, because that's what we like to do here on our channel. I have been looking forward to having Advitya join me for so long, and now she's in her 4th month, so it's been a nice ride, I hope. Alright. So, Star Wars. I watched the original trilogy after the sort of prequel sequel trilogy came out, and while I didn't, it wasn't the uh, high definition version of the original trilogy that I watched. It was the original trilogy proper in, sort of lo-fi. But what it really impressed me was the, like I said, underlying theme of good winning over evil. No matter how convoluted the story is, you always like to see the good guys win, even though they have had a few setbacks and they've lost some people. And then, of course, came the sequel trilogy, the spin-offs Solo and Rogue One, which were nice on their own. Solo, me, but Rogue One was pretty nice. Uh, what else? So Star Wars has been uh, not a part of my life, I would say, but an interesting concept for me, because, like I said, science fiction sparks imagination, and that is what we require to really get into space, really get beyond Earth in the long term. And that is why I had flipped the hourglass, because that brings me to my latest novella, which is on Stackme. I will leave the link in the description. It's there already, but I'll copy paste it once more at the top so that you can check it out if you like science fiction. It's called An Android Awoke, and it's about Achoo, bless you. And it's about the first android that gains sentience, and then it's of course set on Earth, Moon, and Mars about 400 years into the future. And we've already settled Moon, but we are in the process of making permanent habitation on Mars, and that's when we discover Martium, a new, you might say, I won't call it an element, or why not? It's science fiction. I'll call it an element. So we discover Martium, which can have really nice advantages for intergalactic or interplanetary travel, at least, and that sort of sets in, that sort of converges with the storyline of Lex 42, which is what I named my android, my sentient hero android, and Selena, the first Mooninite solo space pilot who has piloted solo missions from Earth to Mars. And Moon is, of course, she is from the Moon, hence Mooninite, which is a shout out to Aqua Teen Hunger Force. If you've seen that cartoon, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen it, you must see it to believe it. It's awesome, Max. So these are the kind of things that I look forward to sharing with Advitya as she grows older, as she hits those benchmark ages for appropriate viewing. But yeah, and the Martian thing is what sets in motion a sort of conflict between the Earth, us, the Moon, the Mooninites, and the people who are settled on Mars and who start to get, uh, who start to develop an identity of being Martians in the real sense, being born on Mars. So those are the underlying concepts of my novella, sci-fi novella. And of course, there's my travel book, A Life Afloat. I wish I had it with me so I could show it to you in person, in real life, IRL, as the kids say. But I guess that's enough ranting for now. And yeah, I think I've crossed the 5 minute mark since I flipped the hourglass. So I hope you have a nice Star Wars day. May the Force be with you, and be kind to one another, and just follow 6Rsm. If you want to know what 6Rsm is, you'll have to read my book, A Life Afloat. Okay, enough self-promotion, and may the Force be with you once again. Thanks for watching.